This model kit review is of the F6F, and this is a model by Eduard. It is a 1/72nd scale model. It's the weekend edition, and there's some nice box art, I guess, the two different options that you could build. And let's see there, some more pictures of the two different options. So let's have a look inside and see what we've got. So here we have our glass, and as you can see here, we've got two different windshields and two of the canopies, as well as some side glass there. It's all very well molded. Here we have our fuselage with recessed panel and rivet lines, some nice surface detail. And our engine cowls. Here we've got our elevators over there. More engine cowls. There's the front of the engine cowl. Let's have a look. Really minimal detail there. So to see if they've got separate detail for the cockpit. Here we have our radial engine. And there's the other part of it. Here's the inside of the cockpit. Look at that. That's nice detail. We've got our seat. We've got some tires, depending on which version you're going to build. Our landing gear. Here's the inside of the wheel. Fuel tanks. Here's our cockpit floor. And our instrument panel. These look like our guns for the front of the wings, maybe. And another fuel tank there. Okay, here's the back part of our seat. We've got some looks like rockets here, and the areas for the bombs to hook onto the pylons, and propeller. Everything is just very, very well molded. Just typical Eduard quality. Got more gun options here. That part broke off. Fortunately, we've got another one. There's our tail wheel and control stick. That looks like the spinner or the bolts for the engine. Sorry, bolt for the propeller. No, I'm sorry, that's the crankshaft. And here's our steering rudder. That is really great quality. Okay, here we have our wings, and we've got again tremendous surface detail. Here we've got our lower wings with some nice details for the wheel well. They've cut out all the gun ports there. Or sorry, they've recessed the gun ports. This is for missiles or rockets. That really is exceptional quality. Let's have a look at our decals here. We have got two decal sheets here, and these are, let's have a look here. So I guess depending on which version you're building, you get the different numbers there. Got instrument panel parts there, cockpit parts there. That's for our propeller. And then here are all the markings. It's kind of hard to see them because they're mostly in white. like there, but you also have the black versions there. It is a great level of detail. Okay, so here's the parts listings. As you can see, there are extra parts that they gave us that we're not going to need, and the colors needed there. I'm going to start off with our cockpit and the sides of the cockpit there. Some nice detail, and that's then put into our fuselage along with our tail wheel there, and side glass, and then our wings go together. They're then mounted. Don't forget to put the gun ports through there. The wings are then mounted to the fuselage along with our elevators. With our the engine cowl, our engine goes together with our crankshaft. That's all then mounted onto the fuselage. We put our wheels and landing gear together. There's our fuel tank, and then we've got some rockets. Put on our landing gear there, and wheel well covers. Here we're putting on our propeller as well as our canopy. Open or closed. Don't forget the radio antenna there. And then we've got our painting and decal guide. So here's the one option. And here's the other option. So here are the stencils or decals. And that is a tremendous amount of detail for such a small model. But that is typical Eduard quality. That's a great model.